Welcome to the EasyOHS General Safety Induction Program. This presentation provides an introduction and overview of the EasyOHS system and how it assists in managing workplace safety information. It is important to note that safety compliance requires consultation between employers and employees. It is through this consultation process that procedures, policies and systems are customised to suit the specific work location and activities undertaken. This induction will take approximately 15 minutes. There will be a short safety quiz at the end of the induction process. Your supervisor will assist you with any questions you may have at the end of the induction presentation. This safety induction sets out the general safety management requirements during the course of work activities or, where required, where persons are working off-site. Our company uses the EasyOHS system to manage and record various aspects of our safety management. This allows for reminders and monitoring of safety compliance in real time. The EasyOHS system has various parts to it which include safety audits and inspections, policies and procedures, consultation and induction, safety meetings, hazard management, hazardous substances, risk registers, safe work procedures, staff information, training and qualifications, and emergency management. Our company has a detailed health and safety policy which is on display in the workplace. This policy basically sets out our commitment to ensure a safe place of work for all our employees, customers and contractors. Please take the time to have a look through the OH&S policy and make yourself familiar with its contents. Specific roles and responsibilities in terms of workplace safety are set out in the Safety Management Plan. In short, however, we expect all managers, supervisors and employees to be fully committed to workplace safety. Employees have a responsibility to ensure that they adhere to safety rules and requirements and look after their workmates. A key component of our safety management systems are hazard identification and risk assessment. Legislative requirements set out that workplace safety hazards must be identified and eliminated or controlled. The hierarchy of controls include elimination, substitution, isolation and engineering, administrative controls and personal protective equipment. It's important to remember that when working our way through the hierarchy of controls, we start at the top with elimination and work our way down to the last resort, which is personal protective equipment. In the event of an emergency, the first priority is the safety of people and the preservation of life. The key steps in emergency response include ensuring people in danger are aware there is an emergency situation, where safe to do so, assisting injured persons, advising emergency services, containing or controlling the emergency situation using on-site equipment, where safe and trained to do so, ensuring people move to the emergency assembly point and not re-enter until deemed safe by emergency services personnel. Above all, remember, equipment machines are replaceable, but human life is not. When requesting assistance from emergency services including police, fire brigade or ambulance, stay calm and answer questions clearly and concisely that are asked by the operator. As you exit, move away from smoke, fire or other dangers and where possible assist other people. At the assembly point, ensure you are not exposed to fumes, smoke or other dangers, and where required, move to a safe location and advise other people of the danger. The office manager will record all accidents in the Register of Injury record. The injured person and supervisor will fill out an accident report. Where required, an investigation will be carried out to determine the cause of the incident or accident, and to develop corrective actions to prevent a reoccurrence. If someone is seriously injured, check the area to make sure it is safe to enter near them. If you are first aid trained, provide assistance to the injured person and make sure that you or another person has contacted the ambulance service. First aid supplies are available as detailed in the emergency plan. It is important that you remain calm and do what you can to assist until the emergency services arrive. No employee is to use any equipment or undertake any task that they are not trained or competent to do. We strictly prohibit any employee from driving or operating any equipment that requires formal licensing unless you hold the correct class of license or ticket. Examples include motor vehicles, trucks, forklifts, buses, or any other mobile equipment. As part of our commitment to ensuring your safety, we will make sure that you are trained prior to undertaking tasks. Through the EasyOHS system, we can carry out regular safety compliance audits and planned inspection of work areas. Employees may be asked to participate or carry out these inspections on a regular basis. It is vital that audits and inspections are taken seriously and any non-compliance or danger areas reported and rectified. The EasyOHS system will provide reminders when inspections are due and also provides a real-time compliance level based on our audit results. Inspection forms can be developed for any area and printed from the EasyOHS system. As part of our risk management processes, we have set up a risk register in the EasyOHS system. A risk register is a way of recording, assessing and managing key hazard areas in the workplace. Populating and maintaining the risk register is of ongoing concern to all managers, supervisors and employees. Key issues will be raised through safety meetings, and in addition, where risks are identified, safe work procedures or other controls may be required. We use safe work procedures to set out how to carry out tasks safely. Safe work procedures follow 4 steps: identification of the activity and task steps, identification of the hazards, that is, what could hurt us or other people, an assessment of the risk levels involved using consequence and likelihood through a matrix in the EasyOHS system, and lastly, we put the controls in place as per the hierarchy of controls. The safe work procedures are developed through the EasyOHS system and in consultation with employees and require regular review through safety meetings and employee feedback. The safe work procedures are recorded on the computer in the Safe Work Procedure module of EasyOHS. Printed copies are available and may also be on display in the workplace. A hazard is anything that may cause harm or damage. Hazardous conditions should be rectified if possible immediately. If you're unable to fix a problem, the hazard should be isolated and signposted as a warning to other people. Please see your supervisor for further information. As an employer, we are responsible for supplying personal protective equipment and training you how to use it. Your responsibility is to wear it. Failure to wear PPE is considered a serious safety breach and may result in disciplinary action. Remember, personal protective equipment is there to protect you from hazards, and it is vital that you wear it. An untidy work area leads to accidents and makes your job harder. Housekeeping means keeping your work area, your tools and your equipment clean, tidy and in good order. We ask for your cooperation in this important area of hazard management. During the course of your work, you may be required to come into contact with hazardous substances or other chemicals. Whether they are high or low risk, you must be aware of the hazards associated with the chemical you're about to use. To understand the hazards associated with the chemical, you must look at the Material Safety Data Sheet, or MSDS, for that particular chemical. Make sure that you wear the appropriate PPE as set out in the Material Safety Data Sheet. Also, ensure that all chemicals are labelled and you know the safety and emergency procedures as per the MSDS. If there is any doubt, make sure you ask before using that particular substance. Noise has become part of our lives today. However, we must do all we can to reduce the exposure to noise in the workplace. We can do this through making sure that plant and equipment is suitable for the task. Report any increase in the noise levels of plant or equipment and consider others when working nearby. Make sure you wear your personal protective equipment, including earmuffs or earplugs or both, depending on the noise level. It is a responsibility of employees to ensure that they have obtained adequate rest during their time off work. You are also bound by legal requirements regarding rest breaks, etc. if you are driving heavy vehicles. We understand that parents with young children may not get the rest that they require. If this is the case, inform your supervisor so we can work out a suitable arrangement that ensures the safety of both yourself and your fellow employees. Incorrect methods used in handling materials cause the greatest number of work-related injuries. You must ensure that you use mechanical lifting aids such as trolleys and forklifts wherever possible. Other control methods include breaking loads down into smaller sizes so that you can manage them more easily. Make sure you have good posture and bend your knees, and make sure you've got plenty of room around you to manoeuvre. You may also need to consider using a two-man or a team lift. Don't forget the EasyOHS system has a manual handling risk assessment area within it. No employee or contractor is permitted to work at a height of over 2 metres from floor level without some type of fall arrest or fall restraint system in place. We ask that you use fall prevention devices such as harnesses, lifting devices, scaffolding, etc. if needed. Ladders may be used to access areas, but as a general rule should not be used to work off. It is also important to remember that when climbing in and out of equipment or using ladders, that 3 points of contact must be used at all times. Persons in the possession of or under the influence of alcohol or drugs are not permitted to commence or continue work at any of the company premises or other workplace. If you have taken drugs or medicine prescribed by a medical practitioner that may cause drowsiness or lessen your ability to perform your job safely, then you must report it to your supervisor. This information will be kept strictly confidential. Employees and contractors may be requested to undertake drug or alcohol testing. Any employee who has tested positive for drugs or alcohol whilst at work, driving company vehicles or on a client's premises may be subject to instant dismissal. During the course of your employment, you may be involved in use of equipment which requires electrical power. All electrical incidents have the potential for serious injury or possible fatal consequences. We ask that you check electrical equipment before you use it to make sure it's in a safe state of repair with no obvious defects. Also check that the equipment tag is up to date and that the work area is clear of electrical hazards. Only licensed electricians are allowed to carry out electrical work. Every year, many workers are killed or seriously injured due to energisation of mobile or fixed equipment or becoming trapped in confined spaces. You must follow lockout, tag out and confined space entry procedures where applicable. There are many other policies and procedures set out in the EasyOHS system. Please make sure that you take the time to have a look through these policies and procedures. We will do our best to train you in relation to each of these policies and procedures and ensure that you are consulted about changes in the workplace. This concludes our induction presentation. We hope you found it informative, and if you have any further questions, please ask your manager or supervisor.